Now, on just one station, surveillance cameras showing a new view of a violent shootout in a parking lot of a South Florida apartment building. The barrage of bullets sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail. 7 Sheldon Fox with the exclusive.
Hey man, real stay safe shit. You already know what the fuck going on. So we gotta talk about this Pooh Shiesty situation. Now, it's a pretty crazy update, honestly. Pooh Shiesty's basic, his other co-defendant that was like with him, it was another person that was on the scene, I guess, with the whole incident that happened in Miami, and the niggas pulled up and fucking like shot and shit, and they got the surveillance footage of Pooh Shiesty inside of a McLaren, fucking basically robbing these 2 dudes for Jordans and the weed and shit.
What happened here was no music video. The footage shows a McLaren sports car, Mercedes Maybach, and another Mercedes pull into this East Bay Harbor Drive condo parking lot. Men from the vehicles eventually get out and meet, and then this. The man in the white shirt has a pistol. The man in the black sweatshirt has a longer gun, and at about the same time, they begin firing before retreating back to the Maybach. The fancy getaway cars speed off, and one of 2 victims then hobbles to the car.
And then shooting, his homie shooting one in the ass, and then they dipped off. So basically, his other co-defendant switched from a non-guilty plea to a guilty plea. So he basically switched, he put in an order to do that shit. So this tells me that I think that they say that instead of him actually like going against him and taking the stand against him or anything like that, he's just going and saying guilty. So I think he's trying to take the rap for it, to try to get Pooh Shiesty off. And I think that this man took the fall for this shit and is gonna take the fall for this shit. Maybe, I don't know what the fuck is going down. Like, I think he said I feel personally that he's taking the rap for this shit because I don't know, he's either paid off, Pooh Shiesty paid this nigga, or some type of shit. I mean, like, if you're rolling with a rapper, y'all have to be, and some crazy shit goes down, let this nigga's career go. Cause it's like, he can't help you if his career is down. Like, if he's down bad and he's in jail and he has like facing life in prison, like what's happening now and shit, how the fuck is he gonna help you? So it's like, you gotta take the rap, yes and L, but let this nigga come out, and then in return he'll help you. So I think that's basically what's gonna play out for that situation, I would say. Because like, why else would you try to switch your plea and shit? And then like, in doing so, I feel like if he takes the rap, because Pooh Shiesty's facing a lot of other, like, isn't he facing like 3 other fucking like cases? One having to do with like him shooting a nigga in Miami, and then like some other shit, I'm pretty sure. But because of that, it's all fucking up his situation. Like, this nigga, of course he's gonna have life for all this shit. So maybe he'll take the robbery, but it's like, also it's caught on camera, so it's like, I don't really know. Like, we basically see the shit in 4K, so it's not really much that, like, it's a confusing situation though, because you don't really know what happens in the video. Like, it's kind of confusing, high key. Like, the thing about it is, in the video, it looks like the niggas were like, it looks like something happened and then everyone started running and shit. But you never could have known. The people that were selling the shit could have did something and we just didn't see it because they weren't facing the camera. All we see is Pooh Shiesty pull a gun and shit. So I think that they could pretty successfully argue. I'm not a legal expert whatsoever, but I'm guessing that they would probably argue that it's self-defense or some shit. Because, I don't know, like, all chaos basically breaks loose with the whole fucking like situation. Like, all of a sudden they're just pulling up, then like everyone just starts running and shooting at each other. So it's like, that shit could have been a setup or some shit, and they could have said something and we just couldn't see it with the camera and shit. So there's more. You know, the police are gonna try to set examples of like any type of rapper in any type of situation. So it's like, we don't even really know the real like details of the situation or what really happened. The only people that know are the people that are like in the situation. So I don't know, man. I just hope that Pooh Shiesty, like, it's looking pretty bad for him. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the nigga facing like multiple fucking charges for different like cases and shit. So it's like, even if he beats this shit, like, he still has other shit hanging over his head. And it's like, I don't even know this nigga. I don't think this nigga was supposed to have guns in the first incident. So then we're talking about this incident. Then this nigga has guns in the second incident. It's like pretty much a wrap for this nigga. It's gonna be a couple years before we see another Pooh Shiesty like thing that happens. But I mean, this is where keeping it real goes wrong, man. Like, I don't know. It's sad, but it's like when you're living that life and shit, it's really only two ways you're gonna end up: in jail or dead. Especially when you're living that crazy. Like, you can live like that, but you gotta be low key. Like, there's hella rappers that are just as hard as Pooh Shiesty, but they don't end up in those situations because they are low key. When you're outside like that, and then like you don't even, when you're just outside in general, you're bound to run into something because everyone wants to try a rapper, everyone's looking for a come up and shit. So it's like, you can't be inside, but like, I don't know, you should be outside but be cautious and not like have security. Have someone else hold the strap, for God's sake. Don't be the nigga with the gun, because you're gonna be the nigga they make an example out of, man. But it's like, I don't know, niggas really live their music, and I feel like niggas, cause they live their music, they have to really over exaggerate with the life that they live sometimes. And it's just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's always like that, because this nigga came from that shit, but it's like, niggas just gotta step back and think about shit for a second. But hey, let me know, man. You think he's gonna get out of this situation, or you think his career is basically over? But hey, real stay safe shit. You already know what the fuck going on. We dropping this Stay Safe merch November 1st. We got the hooded balaclavas, the fucking shirts and shit. You know, niggas going crazy as fuck. Tap in the link in the bio in the description, man. That's gonna have like the website and all that shit. November 1st, you already know, first stop coming out. But hey, man, real stay safe shit. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. We finna turn up for this fucking shit.